Hey everyone, this is Kay, the healer's daughter, and today I'm coming to you with the healing energy check-in for the month of May 2026. My intention with this reading is to bring forward the healing energies that are coming forward in May and how to best navigate them and move forward while navigating them. And a little bit about what I do. I work with people who are recovering from trauma. I assist them in guiding back to the pieces of themselves that they feel they lost, and that is accomplished by energy healing. If you have questions about that, you can book a free discovery call. There we go in more depth on how my healing plan can assist in helping you live your life and not survive it. All right, so we're going to dive right in. I'm going to call in my crew so that we can get going on this reading. All right, so I start everything off with thanks. Thank you to myself for showing up this evening, and thank you for the collective showing up to listen. I call forward my higher self, my angels and guides, my legends and legacies, my ancestors, and other beings with me on this journey. I call you forward to assist in this healing reading today. Please bring forward messages that will help us navigate the month of May 2026 and assist in bringing our best selves forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I had already done a seasonal reading, and that had covered up until July. So I'm saying that because we've already discussed what's coming forward in May. However, discussing it right now, actually in May, the messages are going to be channeled more for what we're navigating now rather than what was coming through as a general back during the seasonal reading. So we will start in the same place though. So May, I will read the writing. Dismantling came forward. I see it globally and locally. I see it catastrophically. Wow, my handwriting is pretty bad. Okay, so I see it catastrophically, but it's happening worldwide, but it's happening worldwide because it's happening internally. So this isn't something that's so much happening to the world, it's what's happening to the individuals in the world. And the individuals are okay, so they're asking me to phrase it differently. Not the individuals. Human individuals are taking more time to understand what is serving them and what they want. And I feel that that's new because I feel the collective listening has been in survival mode for so long that your wants have not been, they just haven't. It's not that you don't have them, you feel that they can't be obtained, so why put energy into them? So I feel that, ooh, I feel anxiety. I feel the energy that is around this is going to emanate what anxious energy is, because it is new. It's that simple. When you feel anxiousness, it's because you don't know what's going to happen. When you feel depression, it's because those are things that have happened. That's not the correct way to phrase it, but it's how we're going to phrase it for right now. So I'm hearing that it's just the very basics of emotional intelligence is going to, I feel it's going to be more of a norm. Um, I'm asking, why am I stopping and hesitating to speak? Because emotional intelligence is, okay, this is what I'm hearing. Emotional intelligence is actions, it's thoughts, it's controlling your emotions. And I'm asking, like, so emotional intelligence is controlling your emotions. That sounds right, but it also doesn't. So I'm asking them to expand on that a bit more. Okay, I'm hearing to break down just the general human. Okay, so the general human, um, 1 minute. Okay, so we are not taught emotional intelligence, and I feel this is something that I've said so many times. Um, you're raised with emotional intelligence. You're taught some basic, basic things in school, but majority of what you learn about your emotional intelligence is either taught to you at home. It is, what's the word I want to use? Oh my goodness. It's something that you just kind of catch on to amongst a group of people. It's like, I feel that if it's not something you can figure out, it's something you're picking up from your environment. So if your environment is not emotionally intelligent, it is very, very, very difficult for an individual to emotionally grow within an environment that does not support it. Okay? All right, so I am hearing that all of the individuals who have put in effort into their emotional growth, or who have even just started to question it or started to feel something and just kind of be like, what's happening? I feel that that is everything that that individual, and I feel that this is more tied to generation, is generational too. I feel that, so this generation or this individual, this energy that's coming forward, that's anxious, that's new, that's learning how to navigate emotional intelligence, this is this is the foundation that emotional intelligence needs to be built on. And I'm hearing that these are downloads that we're receiving. And when I say downloads, downloads are what you receive during prayer, during questions. It's your internal voice that has proven to be accurate and consistent time after time. So when I say that you are receiving downloads, you are receiving answers to all of these questions that you have been trying to figure out. And where we are at with energy, astrology, everything, everything is supporting this emotional intelligence foundation. So if you are amongst a group that is not emotional intelligent or does not have emotional intelligence on their forefront, or they just don't think about it, it's not something they act on, it's not something they believe in. If you are amongst that, that is, how do I want to say? The word opposition, I can't say it. Oh my goodness. Opposition? Opposing? I'm going to say opposing. That's not the word that's coming through, but it's the word I could say. Um, it's opposing. It's conflict. It's it's one thing supporting its own, and then it's another thing trying to support its own. So when you're trying to support two different ways of being in the same environment, it is just not going to work. And I'm saying that based on the lack of emotional intelligence in that environment, because I do believe that differences don't have to be differences. They are simply differences, and that is it. However, with the energy that's coming forward now, I feel these are differences that are, it's like I feel there's open-mindedness and closed-mindedness. And that's why I feel there's so much conflict, because with closed-mindedness, there's nothing that can be resolved. There's nothing that's can, I think resolve is really the only thing that can, that's fitting for this right now. So I'm hearing, ooh, okay, so in addition to anxiety, there will be triggers. And those triggers are, oh my goodness, those triggers are things that have been in your subconscious for a very, very long time. And since I feel I'm speaking to individuals within a generation, I feel that these have been back here for years and 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 years. So I'm stating that because 9 out of 10, you don't remember what this is. You don't remember why you're angry about this, because this was a trigger that was suppressed years and years ago. And when you're amongst conflict, it it puts you in the energy of triggers. So just the environment of being in conflict, it's going to bring forward these things that you don't know why you're feeling. You don't know what's happening. You don't know. So I'm asking, okay, this is pretty heavy, because it sounds like something very small, but it sounds like it's leading to catastrophic things. So how do we best navigate this? Choices and action. So I feel the energy that I'm channeling. It's like it's almost like I'm navigating an argument. And I'm saying that, I guess I was hesitant to say that because I don't feel that this applies to arguments only. Like this applies to, I'm hearing, I don't know what it applies to because I'm not the one listening to it. So I'm asking then, what am I trying to say? I'm hearing that this can lead to confrontation, and that's why I am seeing an argument happening. Because I'm asking these details because to navigate forward, it's important to understand exactly what you're navigating. Because you can push forward and get through it, but when you push forward, you're not paying attention to what's following you and what is getting stuck to you. So pushing forward through this is not the solution. Having your eyes open to how you are feeling and what's happening when you're feeling those feelings. They're asking me to say something that I'm not quite agreeing with, so just give me a minute. Okay. So I'm hearing that, while paying attention to yourself in these situations, pay attention to other people too. How are they emoting? How are they speaking? What words are they choosing to use? Um, and I'm blah, blah, blah. I do not like advising this because when you are recovering from trauma, reading the room can be it can be a skill, but it can also be a dependent. And reading every room you go into is not a way to live. So that's why I was very hesitant to say to pay attention to people around you, because also paying attention to people around you is something that you do when you're recovering from trauma, and it is so exhausting. So, how to move forward while reading people around you and reading your environment is to stay centered and non-judgmental. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. And I also want to go back a little bit. When I say reading your environment, reading people, I don't mean like what I'm sitting here doing right now. I mean pay attention. Look at them. Provide yourself space to, I'm making sure I'm using the right words. Provide yourself space to gather information for the space you're in. Okay. So, when I say provide your space, when I say provide yourself space, provide yourself compassion. Provide yourself the space that you do have judgment, but know that you are worth not casting that judgment, not leaning into that judgment, not making decisions based on that judgment. Hold space for it and let it go. Because that judgment is coming off of things that you're seeing, things that you're feeling, and it's not inaccurate, but it doesn't have to be used. It is something to take note of to assist yourself, not to be used on yourself or to be used against others. So I'm hearing judgment is insanely important, but it needs to be wielded correctly. I don't know if I use that word right. You need to use it correctly. It is something that you need to, I'm hearing that it's a tool that you do need to perfect moving forward. And again, perfection is not something that I like to encourage. But I feel it is going to be like, I'm hearing like a surgeon's scalpel. Like, you're gonna need it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So if you want to be in a space of your harmony, your center, your joy, learning to use your judgment is something that is going to have to be done. Didn't think those words would be coming out of my mouth in that order. So I feel that is all the time to spend on that. Okay. I do want to say another note that I have on here on the same page. What is What is on the inside is now showing on the outside. So that's taking us into the next topic, which is intentions can't be hidden anymore. However, what is on the inside is now showing on the outside. I feel that is something that is going to that is something that's going to affect your judgment moving forward. And I'm hearing because you're going to be judging yourself. So how do we navigate judging ourselves? Compassion. And I'm hearing that this is a practice because you cannot expect yourself to be able to do this overnight, over a week. If you do it for 30 days, awesome. But now can you do it for 12 months? So I'm hearing to provide compassion for yourself because while this is something that we are leaning in to perfect, again, I'm just hearing perfection doesn't come overnight. Don't expect yourself to do something that you know you can't do. Don't expect yourself to do something that you have doubts for. Because why are you going to expect something that could maybe not be there? Set yourself up for success. Know what you can do and what you cannot in that moment. And have goals set for yourself. What do you want to be able to do? What do you want to accomplish? And I realize that this is a lot to be able to do in a moment. But again, this is a practice. Because the more that you focus on each of these things, the more it becomes a muscle memory and it becomes a way of living. So I'm hearing again, grant yourself compassion because this takes time. It takes time to grow. Babies don't grow into adults overnight. You don't learn things that quickly. Give yourself compassion. Okay, so intentions cannot be hidden anymore because they now have a look. I lost my bookmarks. Okay. Intentions are going to have a look, and that is going to be another new common knowledge. So ill intent is going to have a look, and ill intent feel is going to have a look. Oh, and acts are going to have a look. I don't know how that, okay. All right, so I kind of don't, okay, so what do I ask for this? Okay, so intentions are going to have a look. How do intentions have a look? Oh, okay. So, as I was saying earlier about how, oh, I didn't have that. Okay, emotions. What I said earlier about emotional intelligence and about reading the room. After that is done, how do I want to phrase that? No, after this practice that you do and you begin to grow and evolve from it, that is where the intentions are going to start to have a look. And I'm asking, does this need to be alarming? Like, is this like what's just a little more details? Okay, I'm hearing that as you grow up, you learn your colors. Um, and ugh, is this really okay? Um, and uh, we'll just say, for example, growing up, this is just an example. You got blue and green confused, and you thought green was blue and blue was green. So for a while, that's what you thought. And all of a sudden you found out that, oh, this is this and this is that. Oh, so when you mix green and blue, or I mean, when you mix green and yellow, you get this color. And when you mix blue and yellow, you get this color. Because this whole time I've been mixing blue and yellow and I've been getting this color, but it's actually because I've been mixing green and yellow. So it's like I feel that because you know things, just because you know the difference, it's going to look different, and you're going to see how pieces come together and how you've been trying to put these pieces together because that's what you thought, that's what you knew. But now that you know more, now that you understand more, you can see that those were the wrong pieces to put together. And on top of that, they didn't even have the right name. They didn't have the right category. You had card parts with flowers. Like, how does that doesn't go together? So it's like I feel that eventually you're gonna see that like car parts. My mind went there because it's hard. It's cold. It's structure. Where flowers are biological. They're natural. They're they're growing and evolving as they do. So it's like those are two different categories, and it's like I feel that there's finally an understanding that metal doesn't grow from the ground, and you can't build a flower from metal shavings. So just there's there's finally an understanding, and that understanding is, it's like putting on the glasses. Once you put them on, you can't take them off. So it's like I feel it's like that. And I wrote that this is going to be common knowledge. So I'm hearing that as a collective, people are going to be seeing things differently, like not just this collective and this collective, but globally. And I don't feel this is even categorized into religions and ethnicities. It's just globally. There's going to be an understanding oh, what ill intent looks like and bad intent looks like. And next segue. That is something else that I have been channeling since 3i Atlas went over last year. There has been, and I always say this and it regresses, it started before 3i Atlas, but there's been a divide happening. And the divide is between the ill-intended and the good-intended. And the ill-intended is truly having a look, and the good-intended is truly having a look. And I realize I don't like saying that. But it's like I feel this look is just, it's more than a look. It's almost like you can look at a tree and you can tell it's alive versus a tree that isn't doing well and should probably, I'll go there. So either way, you can tell the difference between a healthy tree and an unhealthy tree. So it's like I feel that's the difference. You can tell the difference between a healthy, developed human and a unhealthy, undeveloped human. And I don't like categorizing things like that, but that is how I'm being directed to share this message. So, and I'm asking, so how do we navigate that? Because it's like I almost feel we're going to be seeing extra. So it's like, how do you navigate something that is that new? And I'm asking if is that even how it's going to be? And they're saying yes, but it's not how you think it is. It's not like you're going to be seeing a ghost walking around, or you're going to see a human like deformed or something. Like it's not like you're going to see weird things. You're just going to be seeing a different level of clarity, and that literally does have a different look. I'm hearing it's going to be different for everyone, but the conclusion is always going to be the same. Like there is some commonalities, but because everybody's bringing something different forward, it's going to be different for everyone. So I'm asking again, okay, well, how best to navigate it and move forward? And they're saying that with everything coming forward, this is just going to be another thing. And not to discredit it by saying it's just going to be another thing, but because you're already navigating all of this other stuff, how you're navigating that is going to assist you in navigating this. So as long as you are coming forward as your authentic self and navigating these the emotional intelligence, it's going to that's going to assist you in 1 second. That's going to assist you in seeing things that you're not familiar with. Okay, and I'm hearing that that's all to share for those topics. Fear was another thing to discuss, but I feel we've already covered that so much. So I will say I feel it's important to remind you when you are experiencing fear, listen to your body. Listen to your heart. Your body knows. It always knows. I feel that we are programmed to not listen to our body because there could be something wrong with it, which there could be, but why is there something wrong with it? So when you feel your body being a way that you don't feel is normal, like is there anxiety coming from you or is it coming from the environment you're in? Be able to understand your body so that it can detect when something is not great. It can detect whether you should be there or not. Because it knows. It already knows what's safe and what's not. We have been programmed to think that unsafe spaces are okay. So I'm going to say again, listen to your body. And if you're questioning what you're feeling, put yourself in a different space, in a different environment with different people, and see how your body responds to it. Run a test, ask them to say these things, or I don't know, but in a safe test, by all means, don't don't do anything crappy to your friends or something doing this. Don't. But I don't feel I need to say that with the collective I'm speaking to, but I just feel I still need to say it. So when you're running the test, just be aware that your body is speaking, because It is trying to communicate with you what is happening. And the better you listen to it, the better you can navigate. Oh, okay, that's what it is. The better you can navigate forward. Because your body is going to be a translator for a lot of this stuff. And if you listen to it, it will literally guide you where you need to go, even if that's back home for a long time. It will guide you where it's safe and best for you. And listen to your heart, because it is the space that allows you to literally speak from your heart space. So you have to be able to listen to your body and also navigate what comes out of, what is a kind way to say this? I shouldn't say kind, just a nice soft way. It will help navigate the words that are coming out of your mouth. It will help navigate your mind, because when you are experiencing anxiety, your heart and your mind and your body just go like they just kind of go in survival mode. So when you are listening to your body, provide your heart and your mind the same space to communicate. Because one can't be going to a safe space while the other is creating an unsafe space. So make sure that when you're listening to your body, that your feet are following suit with your heart and your mouth is following suit with your heart. Because when they're not moving together, you're creating more conflict for yourself and the environment you're in. And this will also skew the tests that you're running for yourself. So I'm hearing that's all to cover on that. Okay. All right. So I feel that's it that's coming forward for this month. So at the end of all of my readings, I do some light language. And my intention with this light language is, I'll back up a bit. So often when you hear things or you learn things that you didn't know, or you have an emotional release, gaps can be created. And low energy can find its way in through those gaps. So my intention with this light language is to fill in those gaps with love, light, and Christ consciousness. So that is what is growing within you. That's what's growing with this new knowledge. It's what's growing with new habits, rather than energy that is making you question things. Let me rephrase that. Energy that's making you question things you're doing for yourself. And just energy that brings you down. So anyways, we don't got to focus on that part. We're doing light language. Okay, so oye na tayata poena okosuna poya sata oya nakata poena raita osunakitina osopopoena katayana osinikatita poena rata kairate ta sunakopoena yataya kapaena osunitita tsapona ataya taisanakachuchuna kania takasayena ohoyena kataya satakaya poena ita koposhania takatia nakati sataya na poena ita sanakataya ta poena Ohoina kitita pona ayata sanitayeta poena. Ohina tayata katapona ayata sanikatia poena. Ohoina kadamana atayata pona ita poena kata ita pona ita. Osuna poena. So I feel the collective listening. A lot of what I was feeling, I'm trying to use the right words because we just put love, light, and Christ consciousness in it. Okay, that's what I'll say. The area that I just put love, light, and Christ consciousness in, I felt was the gut area. And again, that makes sense. Our gut is so much of our intuition. And that is the one thing that is being challenged with all of this. So when you are experiencing anxiety, about who you truly are, about how you want to choose to move forward, how you want to grow your emotional intelligence, how you want to approach fear, how you want to approach things looking weird. You know yourself. And allow that to be your foundation to stand on. All right, everyone. I feel that's all that's coming forward for this reading. I am asking if there are any final notes. I'm hearing no. Just focus on being true to yourself and walking forward with your stomach, your heart, and your mind connected. All right, thank you. Okay, so, and I end everything with thanks. So thank you to myself for showing up. Thank you to the collective for showing up to listen. I love doing this, so thank you for providing a space for me to do this. And thank you to my higher self, my angels and guides, my legends and legacies, my ancestors and other beings with me on this journey. Thank you for coming forward and assisting us with this reading so that we can navigate May 2026 with a bit more ease and knowledge under our belts so that we can be successful and abundant. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everyone. As always, I hope this helps. And heal yourself to free yourself. Till next time. Oh, and if you like this, please like and subscribe and share with friends or family or someone else that you think that this may help. All right. Till next time, everyone.